Take care to guard against all greed, for though one may be rich, one's life does not consist of possessions. We know this, and I think this parable really strikes us when God tells the person what? Literally the word, you fool. And that's like the biggest diss that God can give in an appropriate type of language. You fool. What are you doing? Look, I can have all these things, but your life is taken from you. You know, I had a teacher in high school. His name was Brother Alphonsus Martel, and you're going to learn more about Brother Alphonsus Martel the longer that I'm here. But he had some famous sayings. And one of the sayings that has stuck with me, which I want you guys to reflect on a little bit today, was this. He said, I've never seen a U-Haul following a hearse. It's true. I've done a lot of funerals. I've never seen a U-Haul follow one. What we have here on earth, we cannot bring with us. When we try to build up earthly things, earthly possessions, God will say to us, at judgment, you were a fool. You messed up. There's a great example, I think, of this as a saint that I'm really, really drawn to, and today's actually his memorial, St. John Vianney. St. John Vianney was in Ars, France. Right after the French Revolution, he got sent there, and Brother's going to tell us more about the French Revolution a little bit in his talk. But in it, when he got there, St. John Vianney said, I'm going to dedicate my whole life to the people of Ars. And he spent 18 hours a day in the confessional, which is awesome, and people came. He wasn't twiddling his thumbs, but they came. But he also lived a very, very, very simple life. He ate potatoes and milk, and somehow he lived for a long time just off that. But at the end of his life, St. John Vianney realized he still had 37 francs, $37 to his name. And he said, I can't have this, because I can't bring it with me. So he made sure the day before he died that $37 was given to a charitable organization. He knew that he could not bring it with him to heaven. And he wanted to get to heaven. You see, in the end, all the gifts that God has given us, we are not called to store up for ourselves. We are called to give. We are called to use the gifts that God has given us and give them back to Him. When we start to build up worldly treasures, bigger houses, bigger boats, nicer cars, nicer clothes, which we all fall into sometimes. And I'm not saying we don't need a house. We do. But is it our God? Are we living for that alone? Because if that is the case, then God will tell us that we are a fool. But we're not fools, are we? No. Let's not build up worldly treasures. Instead, let us take the gifts that God has given to us and give them back to God.